Hello and welcome to our channel. My name is Rinat Khasanov. Today is April 11 and we begin our weekly video about the performance of American market, about our prediction using technical analysis. Yes, we use both technical and value calculations. But when we talk about markets, we use technical analysis as a main tool, and I think everybody should use it too. But please consider subscribing to our service. We offer to follow our portfolio, which you can do in our website. Please go to ftinvest.us. So market have risen. You see the results of S&P 500, rather significant rise. But mostly it was caused by some kind of end of Iran war, but we don't sure about that. There were nothing signed, just words. Words from President Trump, but there is no formal agreement between US and Iran. And market have risen, oil price has fallen, but we see some kind of slowing, breaking maybe in the US market now. There is an S&P 500 and a red bar yesterday in a Friday. Yes, there were some kind of upwards movement again with the trend related with that artificial intelligence hopes, I would say that. Some kind of new deal, some kind of new investment in this field, but market always now, and you see by the red bar, and market, in my view, will not be rising so significant as it was before, as it was in the previous year. Now they begin to understand that before they're gonna be such a big growth, there should be some kind of profit, some kind of real money made. But we don't see that. We see only hopes related with that oil. And market, maybe the whole market thinks that it's the next big thing, but I don't see that. I've write an article in Russian about that several months ago. Now we are reading, preparing an article to a scientific journal about this phenomenon, but I think artificial intelligence is a bubble. It's a bubble, but market don't think so as me, and still find a way to grow, which we've seen, for example, in a Tuesday when there was when there was some kind of slowing in the beginning of the day, and then the rise with this I hope. But I don't think this is gonna be in the next week. We will see, but my forecast is still negative for US market. The same pictures you see in the Nasdaq, but also the red bar, two red bar near, and that means that mood in the market is is always turning down during the day. and it's a bad thing, and that's a bad thing. And in my view, it shows us that we should begin to sell something, and we have sold a lot of stock in our portfolio, and I will tell you later. So there is a Dow Jones, and now you see the negative technical model, bear model, very clear bear model. So you see the real market is Dow Jones, which shows us not only the hopes for artificial intelligence, this is crazy thing in my view, but the Dow Jones is ready to go down, and it's now far away from this record above 50,000 points. So if you look at the Dow Jones, our forecast is negative. To the result of our portfolio, they were quite good. You see that we are making rather significant yields year to date. Our alpha to S&P 500 is still very positive. It is positive during the 10 years, but also during this year too. We are in defense position now. We sold a lot of stock in this week, and I will not plan to sell anything else, because these shares are on a bottom, and we will not sell in a bottom. We fixed some profit, and now we are ready to the fall of the market. Also, some not very good things to consider in the US market. First of all, you see the fall of US dollar index, and also there is a head and shoulders model in this graph. So we think that US dollar reached its top, and now turns down. And yes, it was also related with the peace agreement, not signed, but some kind it exists, maybe in the mind of Trump. But the market, so we can now understand that when there is a war, on some kind of that, the market buy dollars, and now turning to all the currency. But there was also some significant movement, upward movement in the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency. It is going through the border of bull market. And also, you see, the market not only can switch, I don't know, from US dollar to euro, but also to Bitcoin, but also to gold and some other kind of safe haven assets. And another thing, warning for the US market is the bull model in US government yield, bond yield. You see that model, very clear model here, from the bottom, and now the market shows us that is gonna rise, the yield gonna rise. So when the yield rise, it's very hard for market, for S&P and Nasdaq to grow. So to the conclusion, mostly my predictions are negative for S&P and Nasdaq and Dow Jones. I'm also not so sure about the result of our portfolio. We are on defense position, but we have a lot of cash, and we will buy, and we will see some opportunities, some new technical bull model in stocks in the US market. Thanks you for watching. Thank you for your attention, and take care.